guys, today I'm going to go over another cribbage video, and basically I'm going to focus on pegging again, and I'm going to go over how to kind of set yourself up and get a lot of points when you peg. I'm playing on the Cribbage app, expert difficulty. I'm going to count my cards also. I'm going to cut, and I can't tell you how many times I've played this game and I've cut a king. It's unbelievable. Here, I never want to throw points into my opponent's crib, so you hate to break up your hand, but at the same time, if I give him a 7 and 8 right here, I'm losing 2 points, and at the same time, I'm giving him 2 points, so I'm netting a loss of 4, versus if I break it up and I give him a 7 and a queen, for example, that would net me only losing 2, because I'm breaking up my 7 and my 8. So I'm going to throw 7 and 8, and the reason why I'm throwing my 7 my 7 and my queen, the reason why I threw my 7 instead of my 8 also was because I like the combination of 8 and 3, because that's a good chance for me to get 31. And here I'm going to try and set myself up and lead with a 3, just in case if he played a face card, which he didn't. And I'm going to try and set myself up again by playing a face card and hoping he plays a face card, just so that if he does, I can get 31, which he didn't again. I pray he doesn't have another 3, but instead he's got a 2. So that kind of sucked. He's going to get 4. Oh, he's going to get even more points. So that was kind of unlucky, but at the same time we could have avoided it, I guess. Here I got 15-2, and knobs is 3. It's not that good of a hand, but as you can see, we held him to 2 points in his crib, and if we would have thrown a 7 and 8, he would have gotten 5 points, let alone 5 points. So we saved 3 points right there. Even though we didn't get a very good hand, it worked out better for us in the long run. Here you can throw you've got basically 2 options here. You can either throw 7s or you can throw your jack and your queen, and I like the combination of low cards and face cards a lot, and I like loading up my crib here with the 7, so I'm going to throw my pair of 7s, and I got to run a 3, so I don't like that he led with a 9, because I don't have any 2s if I were to play my face card here, so I'm going to play a 3 instead. And he played a 9, so you should never play 21, so I don't know why this person played that, especially since he had other cards. And he played 21 again, but he didn't have any options that time. So we did some pretty good pegging there. Here we got 4. So run a 3 and knobs is 4. But in our crib, we got a nice 6. Nice triples. 3 of a kind. Here, you can kind of throw. Again, you've got a lot of options. You got your 2 points with the 2, 6, 7, and you got your pair. So those are kind of the 2 things you want to work around. But at the same time, you don't want to give him any points in his crib. So I'm okay with throwing this and this. I'm most likely going to want to get rid of my jack. So that basically eliminates one of them. And I can either throw my ace or my 2, basically. Or I can throw 6 and 7, but I don't like throwing 6s and 7s in my opponent's crib. And I'm gonna keep my aces just because I'm still keeping a 15, plus I'm keeping my pair. So that was probably the best option, honestly. And here I'm gonna lead with a ace, just because the 6s and 7s you hate to lead with if you don't. Because if I play a 7 right now and he plays an 8 for 15, and I play my 6 for a run of 3, that's gonna leave us on 21. There's a chance that he has a face card. And the main reason why I did that was so I could get triples. I'm going to play my 6 here because he has ace 3. And he plays 7, which is kind of an awkward hand. But I think that worked out for us in the better. So here we've got 15-2, 15-4, 15-6, 15-8. A run of 3 is 11, and a pair is 13, I think. Which, that was kind of a hard hand to count because we had so many different 15s. You hate to. Here is kind of an interesting hand because most people would be like, "Oh, I got to break up my pair and throw Jack 9." But if you counted, you would realize that ace, 9, 2, 3 adds up to 15. So you're really not losing that many points if you throw both your jacks. And we cut a queen. So if he threw me a king or a 10, could have a huge crib. I'm going to play a 9 here. And the main reason for that is I'm going to try and set myself up, because if he pairs me, I can get 31. And if he plays a face card, I can get 31. Which he did. He played a face card, so I get to get 31. And I'm going to play, he's played a 10-10 king. So you're going to assume he's got a 5, or well, he's got a 7, so that's kind of an awkward hand. Here I got 15-2, 15-4, we're going to 3-7. So that's a good hand. In the crib, oh, so close. We only got 3. That could have been a home run, though. Still, we pegged pretty well, and we played it smart. So here I'm going to break up my pair, which you hate to do, but you kind of have to. If it was my crib, I'd probably throw the kings, but it doesn't matter which one you throw right now. Main reason why I did that was because you never want to break up your runs. I'm going to lead with a 3, and I'm going to play my king here for a safe pair. I would have assumed that he had an 8 or a 2 there, but he didn't. Here I'm going to play my 4 instead of my 5, just in case if he plays another face card, which he did. So got an extra 2 points for 15. So he had a lot of face cards. Here we got 15-2, 15-4, and 8 is 12. So that's a good hand. Give him 6 points in his crib, but when you cut a 5, that's not too bad. You're asking for a little bit too much if that's not good enough for you. Here I'm going to throw my jack and my queen, or jack and my king, just because I like 8s and 9s are good pegging cards, better than face cards anyways. And we got hit with a double-double, so I'm going to play my 9 here. I'm going to try and set myself up, because if he plays a 9, we're going to end up on 22, and I can get 8 points. Instead, he played a 10. So he had 4 jack, and I'm going to play my 10 here, just because there's not very good possibility that he has, or probability, anyways, that he's going to have another 10. So I think that worked out well in our favor for pegging. Here we've got 16 big ones. In the crib, normally after you get a good hand like that, you gotta get humbled and you gotta get 0 crib. Oh, we got 5 of the same suit. You love to see that. Basically, I know I'm gonna throw my queen because I've got to keep 5 of the same suit. And here is where it gets a little tricky. I'm probably gonna throw a 2 just because I'm keeping the most points. Yeah, I'm gonna throw a 2. And I'm going to lead with a 6, and the reason why you lead with a 6 instead of a 9 is because when you lead with a 6, if they play 15 on you, then you get to play your 9, and you're going to end up on 24, instead of playing a 9 and then them getting 15 on you, and then you playing a 6 and ending up on 21. So playing a 6 here is normally good, unless if he has a 6, which I'm going to assume he doesn't, so I think playing a 9 here is pretty safe, ending on 25. Which I'm going to play my 31 here, and the reason why I'm not going to pair him is because the chance of him having another ace, which it wouldn't make a difference, but probably would have been better. I would probably have gotten more points if I would have paired him, but here I got 15-2, 15-4, 15-6, and 4 is 10. Held him 4 points in his crib, so that's a victory. So 2, 3, 4. I'm going to throw king, queen. There wasn't very many options there. Here, I don't like that he led with a jack and I don't have an ace, just in case if I were to play my 10. But so instead, I'm going to play a 2. You could play any 2, 3, or 4, and I'm going to play a 2. He played a 5, and I'm going to try and set myself up here. And I'm going to play my 10, so then I can get 31 with my 4, which I did. Normally, typically, you should also keep this in mind, is typically whenever somebody leads with a 5, for example, and he's got a killer hand, but if you're playing against anybody good and they lead with a 5, there's a good chance they have another 5. So try to keep that in mind also. Here I got 15, 2, 4, and a run of 3 is 7. In my crib, I got 4. So that should be enough to get me out, but I'm not sure. So here I basically have to keep enough points to get out just to play it safe. And I got hit. So I'm going to lead with a king because that's the most safe play that I have because I can back it up with another king and I can pair him if he 15s me. She did, so I can beat a 15. And it's not very likely for there to be 2 5s out and for him to have the third 5. And I got 15. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So way more than I needed. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully this video helps. I tried to display a variety of pagan tips. Mostly kind of trying to set yourself up and what cards you need to set yourself up. And hopefully this helps.